If someone's been injured, they should contact a solicitor as soon as they feel able to do so after the accident while things are fresh in their mind. The sort of cases that we would regularly see are people involved in road traffic accidents, accidents at work, trips on the pavement, dog bites. Pretty much any type of accident may lead to a claim depending on who's at fault.
Well, a solicitor will certainly advise a client as to what items they can and cannot claim for, and then ultimately, if further treatment is necessary, can arrange it and try and get the injured party back to the same position that they were in as near as possible after the accident as they were before.
There are two types of damages. People can make a claim for pain, suffering and loss of amenity, which is the damages and compensation they receive for the injury. Then there is a second type of damages called special damages, where the client is put back in the position they would have been if the accident hadn't have happened. So they would be reimbursed expenses and loss of earnings and any out-of-pocket expenditure they've been put to as a result of the injury.
Very often we're finding these days that insurance companies are trying to nip claims in the bud immediately by making an offer. I would strongly advise potential customers not to bite the hand immediately.
I would normally advise any client to allow at least 6 to 9 months for a personal injury claim to pursue. That is because we have to wait for medical evidence. It's dangerous to try and settle a claim too soon. Some cases, however, can settle very quickly. The vast majority, I would say, 9 months to a year.
There's quite a few initial steps that need to be taken in order to preserve the evidence that is available to determine who's at fault for the accident and to then help the client decide whether they should proceed with a claim and how much compensation they'll be entitled to receive. My usual rule of thumb is that a case should be settled within 1 year of proceedings being issued. However, it really depends on what type of injury you suffered, because if you suffer a very serious injury, then it's not going to be for 6 months or a year after the accident before you even start to realise the extent of the injury and how long it's going to take to recover from.
Most clients are interested in pursuing a claim on the basis of a no-win, no-fee agreement, what we call a conditional fee agreement. If we are successful, then they will recover most of their legal costs from the opponent, but not all of them. And they normally have to pay a contribution, often capped at 25% of their damages.
It's very difficult to say how long a personal injury claim is going to take because it's the injury that determines the duration. Usually we resort to the courts as a last resort. We have a duty to try and negotiate with the opponents, and mediation is a core requirement of all litigation these days.